Your boy Corey here, aka Crasher, back with a new video, and ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a pretty interesting discussion to be had for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now we have ourselves some interesting leaks slash rumors that have recently been going around. Now I need to make this disclaimer loud and strong. Please take the contents and what's going to be talked about in this video with a pinch of salt, as nothing is confirmed, nor am I going to attempt to confirm anything. This right here is just having a little bit of fun with some speculation to drum up some community discussion. Without further ado, let's begin with this. So to begin with, we ourselves an article on PokeJungle that talks about some potentially new Hisuian forms. And yes, there is also a rumor warning as well. Rumor: 2 more Kanto Pokemon to get regional forms legends? Rumor warning: the contents of this post discuss unconfirmed and possibly non-factual information. It is meant as a discussion about an unreleased game and the Pokemon therein. Don't get too hyped until anything is confirmed. So first off, we ourselves an image that appears to showcase a variety of Pokemon labeled on merchandise. We have ourselves Piplup, Voltorb, Electrode, Rowlet, Oshawott, and Cyndaquil. The Chinese Riddler, who has been a prolific leaker of information, has hinted that 2 Kanto Pokemon, Voltorb and Electrode, will get new regional forms in Pokemon Legends Arceus. However, also included in his image are Piplup, Rowlet, Oshawott, and Cyndaquil. It is currently unknown whether they will get regional evolutions or what exactly those hint at. Now, if we take a look at Voltorb and Electrode, how they look currently, they resemble Pokeballs, modernized Pokeballs, the Pokeballs that we know today. And get this, ladies and gentlemen, the Pokeballs that we are going to be using in Pokemon Legends Arceus are vastly different. So if we were to have Hisuian Voltorb and Hisuian Electrode become a thing, it is going to be very, very interesting to see what sort of look they will take on, if they are going to be resembling the Pokeballs of Pokemon Legends Arceus. These 2 Pokemon share many similarities with the design of the Pokeball, and if the rumor proves to be true, may take on characteristics of the new Pokeball style of the Hisui region. Hypothetically, do you have any guesses on what type Hisuian Voltorb and Hisuian Electrode would be? Leave your thoughts in the comments, along with whether you think this rumor may actually come true. Now that right there actually brings up a very solid question that I would like to present to you guys watching up to this point. Now, we know that Electrode and Voltorb, they are both pure electric types, but what about their possible Hisuian counterparts? What typing do you think they would take on? If I was to hazard a guess right from the jump, I would say either electric and rock, or a pure rock type. But those are just my off-the-top guesses. So now let's take a look at some tweets that CentralLeaks ends up putting out. Now, this individual ends up quote tweeting their original tweet back in October 1st, where we have ourselves SEP.DP D22, you'll understand everything soon. Well, now the quote tweet reads, Starter Evolutions, Primal Dialga Palkia, DLC 2022 for Legends. Alright, so in regards to Starter Evolutions, I do need to point out that it is rather interesting that we have not seen them evolve in any of the trailers in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Primal Dialga and Palkia, I could actually see this become a thing since we are in more ancient times in Hisui, which is pre-Sinnoh, and DLC 2022 for Legends Arceus, that could be a thing as well, because if DLC can be a thing for Sword and Shield, then I think we could see some DLC potential for Legends Arceus. Another tweet that Central puts out, I see some people are saying that because of Legends DLC in 2022, that means there won't be Gen 9 until 2023. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Okay, so I definitely think that if we were to get Legends Arceus as well as the DLC, and Gen 9 in 2022, like Centro seems to be suggesting here, that right there would be a crazy amount of new Pokemon content, man. That would be insane. And lastly, we have ourselves the following. Unverified info. Full disclosure, take this with a grain of salt. This is not verified, comes from a separate unverified source. New uncatchable Arceus form. New legendary quartet. New mythical, though this is obvious, Hisuian Mewtwo. DLC about Primal Giratina? Whoa. Hisuian Mewtwo? Did I just see that right? Hisuian Mewtwo. Okay. I have some doubts about this one, because if we all are familiar with the origins of Mewtwo, i.e. being created by humans in a lab, this right here would be absolutely weird as hell to see a more ancient form of Mewtwo, a Hisuian form, and keep in mind that this right here dates back 150 years ago in the Pokemon world, prior to the Sinnoh region that we know today. So this right here would be a really weird thing to take place for a Pokemon as established as Mewtwo. Now I also want to touch base with you guys on this real quick, because it highlights something very important. Centro Cheese and the Chinese Riddler. Turns out Centro has been stealing riddles from the Chinese Riddler. I don't know how accurate the Chinese Riddler sources are, but I have a theory about the Pokemon Legends Arceus Starter Evo's riddle. And attached to that is an image of, I believe, the Chinese Riddler. I don't know the identity of the Chinese Riddler, but we have ourselves an image that showcases a screen cap of Central Leaks with their various emojis, and down below, we have ourselves some really weird imagery going on, such as a girl's head attached to a really muscular body, a ghoulish looking girl in a kimono, and a moon with a picture of a butterfly, or is that a moth? I can't exactly tell, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So I think the Chinese Riddler specified that the riddle is about the starter's evolutions, but the relation between Kotori from Love Live and Rowlet has been a meme since their first reveal. Not only Kotori means little bird in kanji, but also shares the whole color palette with Rowlet. So are the other two picks related to Cyndaquil and Oshawott? Wrong. They are all related to Rowlet. I think the true meaning is the big form of the little bird is a kimono Mothman / Mothman Kaguya. Many people don't know Mothman is actually depicted as an owl-moth-human hybrid. My bets are grass, fairy / psychic. If my theory ends up being true, maybe the Chinese Riddler will post specific riddles for the other two starters soon. By the way, although in previous posts I talked about Hisuian, Voltorb, and Electrode as an example, was only a lucky guess. That was before Centro posted about it stealing from the Chinese Riddler, who apparently just noticed those Pokemon were part of a new merch product. Okay, so if all of these relate to Rowlet, we could be in for something really freaking interesting. So does this mean that Rowlet's evolutions are going to have various forms? Like, what is the deal with that? That right there is definitely something I am very interested in finding out the details on. So there is definitely a lot of discussions to be had here when it comes to what we talked about here. Now again, to reiterate, these right here are unconfirmed. These are just some rumors and leaks going on. So tell me what you guys think about what it is we discussed in the comments down below. What are your guys' thoughts about Pokemon Legends Arceus and the potential new forms that these Pokemon could have in the game? And that's it for the video, guys. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing, and especially commenting down below. You know I always love to hear you guys out. That's never ever going to change, and you can believe that. Thanks again for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day or night, depending on your time zone, and I'll see you guys in the next one.